Hello, welcome to the Indie Ocean, and welcome to Let's Play Brimstone, Hero's Might. Formerly called, and actually still called in its marketplace listing, Brimstone, an action RPG. Less inspiring title, but the same game, although now improved, I believe. Anyway, you will know, if you're a regular viewer, that I like a bit of dungeon crawling, and most of them are turn-based roguelike types. Brimstone is more of an action hack and slash real-time kind of crawl through a dungeon. Bit less of a roguelike. But it does have the whole procedural generation, replayable, loot collecting thing going on, as you will see. Let's get stuck in. I actually haven't played Brimstone since the update came out, so we'll see if there are any surprises in store. And I didn't play it massively extensively the first time round, but I've been meaning to, and that's why I'm here. This, as usual, is available on Xbox Live Indie Games for 80 Microsoft points. Bargain. Let's change our appearance. What shall we go with? I mean, it doesn't make an enormous difference. I think it's entirely cosmetic. Let's go with this white-clad Luke Skywalker type here. And apparently he's called Ilmrin. I'm not entirely comfortable with that name, so I'm going to call him Bob. It's a bit of a nod to Blackadder. Blackadder fans. Alright, confirm. Okay, so now choose our Bob and head into the single player. There is multiplayer, but that will have to wait until another time. I've had enough trouble with regular difficulty, so I'm certainly not going to plumb the abyssal depths of abyssal difficulty. But we'll see how this goes.
The traveller knew the moment he came to the great acropolis of Faris that something was not right. The sky was dim, there was an unsettling feeling in the air, and the city guard was in disarray. But more than that, the traveller could sense something deeply malign beneath his feet. Unable to let himself leave without investigating, he descends into the bowels of the city.
So there we go, the story such as it is, and basically the deal is we will trek through a dungeon looking for some stuff. Do you want to view the controls? I'll have a quick look because I've forgotten, basically. It's been sufficiently long. Okay, so we can interact, attack, cast our generic equipped magic, use our best healing stuff, projectiles. I didn't remember projectiles from before, but never mind. Okay, fine. Straightforward enough. Let's go! I think there's a lot more depth than that quick glance would suggest, but let's just get stuck into the action. No one wants to sit and read through all that stuff, especially me. Let's talk to this guy. Okay, he oversees the protection of state relics. You've caught us at a grave hour. I hope that's a pun. Fiends have set a plague of monsters on us and ransacked our reliquary. I initially read that as friends have set a plague of monsters on us. Friends have sat a plague of monsters on us. Anyway, they've retreated into the depths, sent some custodians in pursuit, but they were overwhelmed. We managed to pull out the survivors and the dead, save all but one man who's presumably still down there. Please head into the depths and find him. Alright. So there are the two conversations we've had with him. The introduction and grave hour. We don't need to repeat those. Let's talk to this guy. He's the shop. Okay. And we can come back up here between forays into the depths. And I believe we load straight back in here after each time we exit the game as well. So, anyway. Can we afford to buy anything significant? We've got 100 gold. What does it seem like we need the most? Well, let's buy a dagger. Apparently it's better than whatever we've got equipped, so we'll buy that. There isn't a buy and equip option. That's a shame. And let's buy a sallet, whatever one of those is. And some plate mail. Okay. Fine. Now, let's... oops. That's the wrong button. Alright, here we go. So... ooh. Okay. Change filter. There we go. I remembered it had a slightly illogical inventory system. And it's because you can't really select specific item types. You have to just change the filter. It's very odd, a little clumsy. Anyway, let's equip our dagger because apparently it's better than the sword. So that must be a very poorly made sword. Okay. What else did we get? I actually don't remember if we can sell items. We might have to just destroy them. Let's see. basically equip the things we've just bought. Can we sell things? No! No, we cannot. We can only destroy things. So let's destroy the sword and our previous armour and head down into the depths to see what we can discover. Alright. What we discover straight away is monsters. Here's my spell that I'm activating by pressing B. I think you always have the same spell, at least as far as I've got, which is not very far. Doesn't seem tremendously effective, so let's just hold X to keep whacking away these skull imps, apparently. Something about the style of this reminds me of Legacy of Kain, the old Legacy of Kain on PS1. What's it called? Blood Omen. There's something in the style. Anyway, let's loot the skull imp's corpse for scroll of healing, could be very useful. Of course, like a lot of roguelikes and or dungeon crawls, large parts of Brimstone come down to inventory management. You can't carry unlimited amounts of things, and even if you could, you don't want to clog up your practical inventory with a load of crap that you're never going to use. Okay, let's raid these boxes. Don't need the sword, take the scroll of knowing. It's basically an identify scroll, so that's good. Open this one. Sabatons. So they're better than our current boots. Headband isn't worth bothering with, and if we can't sell them, then there's really no point taking all the extra crap. And we'll take another scroll of knowing. So, we now have new boots. Let's quickly pull those on. There we go. Oh, accidentally used a scroll of lesser healing. Okay, clearly I need some practice with my button presses. But never mind, let's destroy our old boots. Quite how he just wantonly destroys these items of clothing on the spot, I don't know. Anyway, open the door. I like the line of sight thing that's going on in Brimstone. There is a map as well, and you can actually navigate using the map. I found that when you're a bit lost, you're not sure where the way to go is, you're not sure where you maybe missed a door that you haven't explored. It's useful to navigate just using the map. Hopefully I'll show you that in a minute. But right now I'm taking a lot of punishment caught between these two imps. Gained a level. So in a second I'll hit RB to increase our stats. So we've got strength, toughness, dexterity, magic, which I assume have the usual sort of effects. Strength will probably increase our damage. Toughness will probably increase our health, or at least how much we can resist damage. Dexterity will probably increase our hit rate, so it'll make more of our hits land, and magic will presumably increase the damage of our magic attack, I would guess. Since I don't know very much about the magic system and whether you can actually get other spells, let's stick to a bit of a melee character. Let's go for strength 2 points, toughness 2 points, and dexterity 1. And be on our way. Looting all these corpses as we go. Okay, so scroll of lesser healing could be good. Plate mail could be handy. What's this thing? Swift Phantasma. That has some unidentified slippers. Oh, scroll of greater healing. Scroll of purity, what's that do? Unequips all equipped cursed items. Okay, so like a lot of roguelikes, once you equip a cursed item, you're stuck in it. Scroll of return. That should take us back to the surface, so that's handy. Healing, and the rest can stay. Yeah, so if you equip cursed items, you can't take them off again, and you just have to live with their cursed effects. Until you use a scroll of purity, which will enable you to take them off. It won't de-curse the items, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's the way I remember it. So you can't put them back on, or they'll sort of be re-cursed, if you see what I mean. Let's get out of that guy's line of sight. I don't think we're doing all that much damage with our fire, so let's just keep bashing him with our dagger. And then we'll have a look at the equipment. Oh god, we need to get rid of this phantasma first. Alright. Oh wow, unidentified dart. Presumably a projectile weapon for us to chuck around. Unidentified slippers. So we might have to use an identify scroll pretty soon. What do we have that's not identified? A dart. Some plate mail. 2 pairs of slippers. Okay, we better use an identify scroll. Scroll of knowing. Here we go. So now all our stuff should be identified. Dart of pride. Oh, you don't meet the requirements. You can see on the right it lists the requirements. We need a dexterity of 11 before we can equip that, so that's fine. I don't know if we're actually going to get that far. Let's have a look. No, dexterity is only 6 at the moment, so dexterity of 11 is way off. Might as well destroy that, frankly. Clear up some of the inventory. Salad is fine. Putrid plate mail, so that's cursed. It's a good job we didn't just put it on as I was going to. So destroy that. Clunky slippers of sloth would slow us down, and slippers of weakness would make us weak. So actually all that good stuff we found was all rubbish stuff instead. Alright, well never mind. Let's move onwards up here. Have a search through the crate. Healing scroll, so that's fine. Now we need to take out these two guys quickly. Don't run away, you pair of pansies. Well, he exploded in no time at all. I'm sure there's an innuendo there somewhere, but I'm not going for it. Blade. Apparently better than our dagger. Not difficult. An identified trombash. It's a weapon. I'll take it, and then I'll identify it later. The Scrolls of Knowing identify all unidentified stuff in your inventory, so ideally you want to accumulate as many as possible before you use one of those scrolls. Oh, god damn it! I keep hitting Y by mistake to bring up the menu. I'm used to that in other games. Certain other games. Anyway, let's equip the blade. Oh, we don't meet the requirements. 8 dexterity. Well, that's not too far away. So let's hang on to that for now. We could equip the trombash, but it could very well be cursed, so let's not bother. Oh god! Dog things! Apparently they're called wretches, which is never a good sign. Die, wretch! Of course I can exclaim that with literal accuracy now, rather than being insulting. A load of unidentified stuff, so let's grab all of that. Better boots, so we'll put those better boots on. We seem to be changing footwear a great deal. Our adventurer Bob is clearly quite vain. Unidentified sabatons might be better, but they could also be cursed. Could use another Scroll of Knowing, but... oh, bollocks! I really need to stop doing that. Yes, so we could use another Scroll of Knowing, but we only have one. So I don't want to squander it just yet. Okay. So where next? Could go in here. Oh, okay, there's our projectile weapon. It's a little better than our magic attack, I have to say. Okay, loot these corpses. More darts, another Scroll of Knowing, more unidentified stuff. So, I'll identify some in a minute. Apologies if I stumble or sound a bit nasal. I have a cold, and that always affects my performance a little bit. In all areas of life. So, let's whip this out. Apologies. Unfortunate context. Let's use the Scroll of Knowing, and then we can see what all this stuff is. Holy Trombash of the Heart. Statistically no better than our dagger. Dart of the Bison. Okay, well we can't equip those. What special effects does it have? Holy Mag and +2 dex. So it does the same basic damage as the dagger, but has some bonus effects. So let's equip that. Get rid of the dagger. Yes. Get rid of the blade as well, I think. Yes. Okay, what's the other stuff we've got? We can get rid of the putrid item. Okay, these have extra effects, but they have lower base resistance to damage than our plate mail, so let's just ditch them all. Yeah. Lush sabatons. Alright, I don't know how armour can be lush, but fair enough, stick them on. Get rid of the boots. Okay, on we go. Through the next door. As I said, there's quite a lot of inventory management in this. So, what I might start doing is managing the inventory less as I go along and just do it when I bail out of the dungeon at the end of a session. Perhaps. Okay, Scroll of Knowing is good. Armour, don't need the dagger. Through here. More wretches, don't feel too stressed about it. I seem to be making reasonably light work of them. Although I am taking some damage, don't want to get overconfident. Oh, yes, we leveled up. We need to assign the stats. So, more strength, more toughness, more dexterity. Keep him all melee, I think. So, there's a door down here. Okay. So just keep bashing these guys. Yeah, take that. Yeah. Okay, there's the map. So can you see what I mean about navigating using the map in real time? I don't know if you can tell, but I quickly noticed that the dot on the map is actually my character's head. So you don't have to sort of walk around going, okay, try and get myself through this door. Do I look at the map? Do I look at my guy? Because my guy and the map are in the same place, or his dot on the map. I don't think I've explained that very well, but believe me, it's a good map system. I approve. Alright, grab all these scrolls, leave the hood, because I think my guy, being kind of a tank, a melee fighter, probably isn't going to be wearing a hood. That seems like more of a maid sort of garment. I'll take these ones, just in case I take loads of damage, or indeed need to remove some cursed stuff. But hopefully I'm not going to find myself in a position where I foolishly don cursed garments. Okay. I'll bait these back into the doorway in my usual cursed loot style. Might have to heal soon, down to roughly half health. But not doing so badly. Bear in mind this is the first floor, so the floors aren't that quick. They're actually a decent length. Unidentified plate mail and healing. Fine. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, fling some knives or whatever they are at these guys. Yeah, thin the crowns out before they reach me. Not feeling too worried about the skull imps, although these red ones with their extra tough quality are something of a problem. Oh, just go down, will you? Die! Urgh! Okay, loot its body. More stuff. Alright, just basically take it all. Open the box. Greater healing I'll take. Return I'll take. Purity I won't bother with. I already have at least a couple of those. I don't think I need many more. And that's something I've found myself doing in this. Picking up scrolls that are useful, but ending up with far too many of them. Because I'm just picking them all up. Okay. Scroll of Purity, that's useful. Well, yes, but I don't really need 35. Oh, this thing's extra strong. I think that means it inflicts a lot of damage. Let's loot its body. More good stuff. Got to level up. More strength, more toughness, more dexterity. Alright, onwards. That wretch went down very easily. That sounds like something else entirely. Okay. Ugh. Out of the way! Somewhere around here there's a staircase down to the next floor. If only I could find it! And as I mentioned earlier on, the layout, as you might expect from a dungeon crawl, is randomised. Not only when you enter, but each time you re-enter. In a sort of Dungeons of Desolation fashion. Although this game came out first. Not that I'm saying this is the first one to do that. Just remark. Points of comparison. Let's take the healing. Let's leave the knowing, because I don't think there's that much more we need to know right now. Oh god. Shit. Alright, stay back. I hate these guys and their weird ass spitball things. Let's just pound knives into their faces. Taking a lot of damage though. I don't know if we have a finite number of knives. I believe this knife throwing mechanic was introduced since the last time I played. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage, so might have to heal up in a moment. Especially if these wretches insist on mobbing me, but fortunately they're coming one at a time. Okay, better heal. Hit Y. Use some healing. There we go. Use scroll of healing. Back up to full health. Excellent. Now I need to take out these phantasma things. Loot its corpse. Unidentified stuff. Might have to have another identification session in a minute. Yeah, nothing I need in there. But for the time being, I'm okay with my current gear, I think. I might identify between episodes. We'll see. You don't want to come here and just spend 15 minutes watching me identify my gear and then switching it in and out. Well, I don't think you do. If you do, please let me know in the comments below and I will, by all means, manage my inventory on screen. So, usual statistical boosts in the level up there. You know, I think in the update, since the last time I played this, I think the difficulty has been lowered. When I used to play this before, I frequently died on the first floor. Whereas now, I feel like I'm not in imminent danger of that happening. But remember, we are on the easiest difficulty setting here. So we can always pump it up and have a new run on a harder difficulty setting. Although I really don't feel inclined to try Abyssal just yet. Particularly considering I haven't finished, for instance, Cursed Loot. Cursed Loot which my friend Nick, I might add, finished on his first attempt. Damn you, Nick! Anyway, let's move onwards. Better whip out the map here and see what we've missed. Okay, you can see up here, sort of northwest, there are some doors we haven't opened, so we'll do that. More skull imps, whatever. We don't seem to be running into any ordinary sort of imps, like imps with fully unfleshed heads, if you see what I mean. Okay, got a load of unidentified stuff to keep me going next time round. So I'll take a scroll of knowing. Ah, there we go, stairs down. This is probably the last room. Yeah, I think it probably is the last room on the floor, so we'll have a quick rummage in here, just in case there's something worth having. Looks like we're halfway to the next level. I believe the bar at the bottom of the screen is experience, I think. Okay, Scroll of Lesser Healing. That's not great, but it's handy to have as a backup. And let's go down to the next floor. Oh god, a wretch is on us straight away. Get back, get back! Okay, spam knives into these skull imps to soften them up. And then just bash them with our whatever the hell weapon we've got equipped at the moment. I don't even remember. Is it the Trombash? What even is a Trombash? Never come across the word before. Oh, plate mail. Okay. And apparently better plate mail than we're currently wearing, so I will actually make that change. I'll make the change to this better sallet while we're in here as well. Okay. Improved plate mail. Not going to wear unidentified things. Through the door. Whoa! Okay. Get back. Don't throw things at me. It's rude. Okay, taking a lot of damage. Heal. Clearly need to be a little wary of those throwing guys. They seem to be capable of inflicting a great deal of damage. It said, I don't know if you noticed, but it said they're called Devout. Come on, let's take out this Devout. Ethereal Devout. Ugh, the worst kind of Devout person. Okay. I'm sure devout is an adjective and not a noun. Never mind a proper noun. But never mind. Some more unidentified stuff. Getting a lot of crap in my inventory here. Healing. Yeah, won't bother with lesser healing. I don't think we'll get that much use out of it at this point. It is a useful backup, but I think I already have several. So I don't need to keep on hoarding them. Greater healing, I'll take that. Move on. Do some healing, in fact, because I didn't realise my health was as low as it was. Oh god, it's a room full of wretches! Which is exactly what I say whenever I arrive at work. Alright, keep bashing this devout, keep bashing this devout. I should probably deal with my level up stat increase, but I feel like I want to wrap up the fight first. I'm a completionist. Actually, I'm not a completionist at all. Knives in the back of the head. Yeah, made him explode like any good knife. Alright, let's go for the stats up. I'm going to put more into dexterity, I think, because that seems to be one of the main determining factors in equipping weapons. And I don't want to limit my ability to equip better weapons by not having enough dexterity. I suppose that makes sense. I mean, dexterity must include your ability to wrap your hand around things, though you'd think that's pretty basic dexterity. Alright. Keep bashing the wretches, which also sounds like me arriving at work. Okay, greater healing. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm rapidly, in fact, becoming more discriminating about what I pick up. Oh, normal healing? No. No, I don't want any of that rubbish. Oh god. Okay. We're surrounded. Heal. That's better. Out of that little enclosure of enemies that we were stuck in just there. Not liking those glowing wretches that are sprinting around inside the room. Oh god. No. 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 Crap. Thought I'd try using my magic attack and then realised, of course, that I haven't been putting any points into magic, so it's probably completely futile. Oh god, get away from me. Die, Skull Imp, die! Let me out! Let me out! God, okay. Need to heal again. I'm glad I picked up all those scrolls of healing. Okay. Let's just beat down these ethereal wretches. Make sure to loot as many corpses as possible after we finish, of course. Oh no, a Devout has marched in as well. Started throwing its hourglass shit at us. No! Well, hopefully not literally hourglass shit. Shit in the shape of an hourglass would be deeply disturbing. How would you even get it out? Anyway, I fight off this wretch. Chased away the Devout, so just like real life. Let's loot these corpses. All this stuff. Let's pick up all the stuff. Yeah, all of it. And again, I will identify all of this unidentified stuff off-screen and do a bit of inventory management when you're not watching me. Because, frankly, all the stuff I've picked up in the last few minutes, it'll take me at least 5 to 10 minutes to identify everything, see how it stacks up against my current armour and equipment, and then dispose of all the stuff I don't want. So I think I'll do that off-screen and just give you a brief rundown when you rejoin me the next time. Okay, so I'm going to dodge the Devout for now, but they're chasing me, just like real Devout people. Get back! And just like real Devout people, they chase you as long as you're being passive, but the moment you try to hit them with a knife, they run away. Okay. Hit doesn't seem like the right verb to describe what you do with a knife, but I said it and I'm sticking with it. Okay. There we go. Loot his body. I know we have the Scroll of Return to get us back to the surface, but I kind of don't know what the point of it is. Like, if we can't... I mean, I know escaping from a battle or whatever, if it's going badly, but if we can't sell stuff at the shop, I kind of don't know why return to the surface specifically. I suppose we can buy more stuff from the shop. I believe its inventory changes. It gets better. Greater healing. And we'll loot this box. Actually, let's try it out. Let's try out what happens when you go back to the surface. So let's open this, go to our scroll filter, and let's use the Scroll of Return. Because we're only on the 2nd floor anyway, so it shouldn't be a big deal getting back down there. Okay, here we are back on the surface. Oh, it has a portal! So that should take us back down to where we were, like in Torchlight. Excellent. Can we sell anything? No, doesn't look like it. No, none of the buttons allow us to switch to sell. So, what we'll do instead is have a look through the shop off screen, do a bit of inventory management, and then I'll give you a quick rundown on any significant changes the next time. But for now, we're going to leave it here for Brimstone. Thanks for watching, as usual, and rejoin me the next time for more dungeoneering and beating of wretches with my little knife. Thanks for watching, and I will see you then.